Hi, everyone, and welcome to Talks with Dr. Shafer. I'm Dr. Shafer. I'm a mom, a physician, a board-certified neurologist, a musician, writer, and publisher on a quest to help others on their journey of growth and improved health through storytelling. I believe in creating safe spaces to share our stories so that we can heal, grow, and support one another, and create an environment where there is no need for shame, where we meet life's challenges with a focus on the possibilities ahead and learn to release or work around past limitations. Today on Talks with Dr. Shafer, I want to talk about something that is so incredibly important for our health and happiness. I want to talk about connection. We are literally wired for connection as human beings. Without it, our physical and our mental health suffers. Loneliness is truly a killer. Connection is a salve for life's pain and suffering, and disconnection the cause of much of our grief. If you isolate a person, their risk for dementia increases by 50%. And having poor relationships where you are either alone or lonely is associated with increased risks for stroke and heart disease. We need connections not only for our happiness, but also for our health. As we connect with others, we need to make sure that we are not disconnecting from ourselves. We cannot only direct our energy outwards, searching for the next dopamine hit from a like, from a look, from someone's passing praise. We cannot continue in relationships or jobs where we have to dissociate from ourselves to remain in that relationship or situation. Sometimes we are so focused on finding external validation and connection that we become disconnected from who we are. We spend more and more energy trying to form bonds and connections with people and things and activities that don't serve us. Investing and buying into things that don't align with our beliefs and values. The more we go step outside of ourselves to support something we don't believe in, something that goes against who we are, the further we get from ourselves and from our truth. The more and more disconnected we become from our true self, the more alone we feel, even when we are surrounded by people, even when we are achieving things that someone else may look at with envy or admiration. If we leave ourselves behind, the victory is lonely, no matter who may be standing beside us, because the one person who was always supposed to be there with us from our start to our finish was left behind. If you are feeling alone in your life, consider this. Are you present? I know you are physically there, but what about mentally? Are you a part of your life? When you show up to that conversation, are you showing up as you or as the person they want you to be? Or as the person that you think they want you to be? When you go to hang out with that group of people, do you feel nourished afterwards? Or do you feel the pull of further disconnection, that ache inside of you that is telling you through your gut, through your nervous system and your body, that you are not in the right place? When you are disconnected from yourself, your body will tell you until you act. Because when you are disconnected from your authentic self, you don't feel safe. Your body wants to feel whole. Just like your body will protect you from harming yourself with a sharp object, it will protect you from mental harm too. When you are chopping vegetables on a cutting board, if you graze your finger with the sharp blade, your nervous system will respond to that pain before the mindful part of your brain even has the opportunity to realize what has happened. You pull your hand away, and more often than not, you avoid a serious injury. Because with physical pain, your body has been designed to reflexively withdraw to avoid further harm. Your body prioritizes its safety, no matter what. It reacts without your permission to keep you safe. When it comes to our mental safety, and safety that requires us to make decisions actively, that may have other consequences, such as socially or financially. For many reasons, our reflexes are not listened to, not heeded, and we often continue to stay in situations and relationships that cause us harm. That feeling in your gut when someone interacts with you in such a way that simply feels off, but you can't put your finger on it. That is your reflex. That is your nervous system and your body assessing this person or assessing this situation and giving you subconscious feedback that something isn't right, that you aren't safe. Because this reflex does not involve you physically removing yourself from the situation or conversation reflexively, we often feel the sensation our body is sending us, but don't take the next necessary steps to move towards safety. Because the thinking part of our brain gets involved and gets in our way. Because that part of our brain has all sorts of connections and associations. It is calculating the social risks of not going along with the situation. It is thinking about all the things like social norms, cultural expectations, and the consequences of not playing the role of the people pleaser. It has been trained to think that to have needs, to take up one's own space, is not appropriate, is selfish, is being a bad team member or partner. All of these externally imposed rules and regulations that move you towards appeasing the external while denying your internal needs and existence. When you have lived this way for decades, almost always or always sacrificing your needs and wants to please or appease someone else, you can imagine the toll this takes on your nervous system and on your body. The nervous system that is trying to keep you safe, sending you the warning signs, raising the red flag over and over, while you keep on choosing to lean into the pain. You hold the blade tighter and tighter instead of letting it go, thinking that maybe if you just do it a little longer, the result will change, and you will feel satisfied, whole, accepted, that you will belong. But you don't. You can't belong to a person, a place, a group, a job. You can't belong anywhere or to anyone that is telling your body that you are unsafe. You don't belong there. But you've moved so far from yourself and chosen someone else so many times that you don't feel like you belong to you either. You may not even feel like you know who you are. That's okay. That's where you are today. That's where the path of self-abandonment has led you. You may have walked a long time away from yourself to get here. So it's no surprise that it's going to take a lot of time and effort and introspection to return to yourself. And after you return to yourself, it will take new habits and the shedding of old habits and limiting beliefs to start walking the path of connection with you, with who you are, and with what you want. Once you are walking on that path, that's where you will begin to meet the people who resonate with you, the people who see you and want to walk beside you. They want to share with you and to learn from you. They just want to be near you because you, as you are so beautiful and so interesting and wonderful, being your true, vulnerable, authentic self. Until you return to yourself and move forward as the real you, you can't meet the people meant for you on this journey. You can't really connect. So today, I hope that you take the time to listen to your body, to observe the part of you that is trying to communicate to you what feels good and what feels bad, who feels safe and who feels unsafe. Because just like when you feel something sharp and you withdraw from it to keep your body safe, it is just as important that we listen to these cues. These cues are there for our survival and to help us understand where we truly belong and where we don't. We need to give them, those signals, the respect and reverence that they deserve. They are there for us every day to keep us safe if we will listen to them. I hope this is helpful. Please share your comments and any suggestions for topics you have. I am so grateful for the opportunity to spend this time with you and to hopefully give some new perspectives and things to consider on your healing and growth journey. Stay safe. I'll talk to you soon.